Hi everyone, this is Vincent with DogeGuard.dog, your source for distributor websites that are built to brand you. In this overview video, we're going to break down how to post. So to get started, what we want to do first is log into our website. That's up on the top navigation. Select Login if you don't already see your admin bar. Once inside, we're going to want to scroll over Posts and then Add New. All posts will give us an overview of all the current posts that are on our blog, as well as any drafts that we have in place that we have not yet published. So in this case, I want to give you guys a great overview on how to post and the tools that are inside your posting platform. So select Add New. Once you're in the back end dashboard inside of Add New, you'll find a very clean, easy to understand navigation area so you can get your content distributed with very few clicks. You can have a responsive blog post up and live to the public. Now the first thing you're going to see is the title section, and this is the area that's going to be displayed directly on top of your post. So we're going to want to make sure that this is something that can entice your reader to want to read more about what that article is. So you always, I like to, inside of the titles, ask questions, make a statement, maybe a little bit of suspense, so leaving them ... But I find that questions seem to work the best. Now when you're inside your what you see is what you get editor, you'll have available tools for editing text and inputting text. There's a spell checker inside of this system. You have a fully populated media section. Inside is a direct graphic for each one of your products. You have a couple customized images like the magazine covers I've customized to make it appeal more 3D-ish. And then we've got some loyal customer graphics. We've got the bridal graphic, a few inspirational graphics, a buy now, add to cart. So again, fully featured media library, so this can really get you up and running with specific posts right away. So I always recommend posting very specifically, so not just one post to try and give a great overview of the entire company and all the products. We're not going to want to try and do everything inside of one post. Each post should stand to be about 200 to 500 words and talk specifically about one topic. So in this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a post on your new You product. So what I'm going to do is find the new You graphic and go ahead and embed that into my post for prospect to be able to get a real feel for what the product is about and what it looks like. Inside of our title here is okay, you can leave that as is. The alt tag is what's seen when the person scrolls over your image. So in this case, I'm just going to put New You by It Works. Link to something, so if I want to link directly, for example, to the new You product on my company website, that I can do that just by selecting custom URL and pasting that in, but that can be added later on. So what I'd like to see is none, and then full size. Most of the time you're going to want to implement all these product images as full size. They've been optimized, each a 280 by 280, which fits perfectly inside of your blog post. So full size works well here as a product review. Insert into post. And you can go ahead and align this and add links later on inside the development of your post. So for example, if I just select my image, I've got my tools up here. The link icon will actually give me that ability to add my replicated website link inside of my URL, and then click on Add Link, and that'll be placed inside the image. So if anybody clicks the image, it'll go back to the new You inside of my replicated website. I can justify it as well if I wanted to have it in the center above all my content. I'm going to put some content down here. If I wanted it to be on the left side, I can go ahead and justify left or justify right. Whatever design that you're feeling. You have the ability to preview over here on the right hand dashboard. Preview it will allow you to see exactly what your reader is going to view before you publish it by selecting the blue publish button. So for time's sake, what I've done is I've pre-built a blog post. What I would like to see you guys doing is working directly inside of your dashboard, typing out the content, styling it inside here, getting really familiar with the tools that are here. You can't break anything, so feel free to preview as much as you'd like. Really get comfortable with it. I'd really like to see you designing inside of your dashboard rather than trying to design inside of like Word and then pasting that content over into your dashboard, because it may skew the design. Word will place some code that's probably not compatible with your platform. So what you should do is, like I said, get really comfortable with this. And if you are going to paste from anywhere, Let it be Notepad. This is Notepad now, so it doesn't come with any kind of pre-populated styles or anything. It's all just basic text, and you can go ahead and safely paste from that. So I'm going to paste my title in here. As I've mentioned, you can ask a question. On this case, I'm promoting a product, so I'm actually just going to make that call to action seen inside of the title immediately. Save on It Works New You Supplement. And that's exactly what we're built to do here inside of the post, is we want to really promote the Save on It Works with you and buy that product for you. So you're going to give a nice little review. So I have a decent little review all set up here and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave my new you to the right hand side justified. I think it's kind of styling over there. I like the way that feels. I'm actually going to bring it down beside the actual description that I've copied and pasted from the company website. So if anybody's wondering where I got this content, most of it's from the company website. It's just I've added my image and a couple sentences above the actual core of the content, just to kind of make it feel like mine and put my perspective and my spin on it. So what I've done here is I've just pasted my content in. Up on the top here, what I'm going to do is maybe style this up a little bit. So because this is a quote, I might want to italicize it. As an example, I've got my italicize and bold here as well. So with the new you, that's part of my post. So I'm going to make that bold as well. Dietary supplement, that's kind of a pretty bold statement. We'll bold that as well. It works. What you can do with your content as well, what I like to see is after the content has been created, you have another article that is all about building lean muscle mass. So what you want to do is maybe take this building lean muscle mass and link, based on your little linking tool up here, back to another article or an existing piece of content. So if you're talking about the opportunity inside of your article, or if you're talking about anything that's related, like the wrap, you can link back to another piece of content inside of your website. So you want to keep the reader on your website as long as possible, and by interlinking it and giving them lots of places to go. And a great form of that is over here on the tags, which we'll discuss after we finalize our content. So here, finalizing format, this is more of a bullet kind of style. So what I want to do is maybe bullet that, and just select the button up here and bullet all that. Now that I've finalized my piece of content, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that call to action. Okay, so the call to action, I mean, it's really why we're putting any piece of content out in the market, and that's, you know, a social post, a video, or an article inside of your blogging platform on your distributor website. We want to make this content available for a reason, and that is our call to action. In this case, we want the prospect to maybe go over and check out New You, buy some products, become a loyal customer. And we have some pre-built buttons inside of the add media area. We've got add to cart or buy now, so you can add one of these buttons as well. I mean, no harm in adding a button there. So buy now, and I'm going to leave that to none. Maybe center it, right, so that it sticks out a little bit more, and insert that into post. And now I can add my new you link to my It Works. So I'm just actually going to take a link there just to show you that it does work and it is active. Everything functions well. Make sure that I'm on the new you. It's going to be underneath our lifestyle category, new you. And grab that My It Works link. So all I did was navigate to My It Works link and copied it from the address bar, and now I'm pasting it in the URL section for my link. Now if you wanted to, you can add links back to content inside the website that's already been developed just by selecting that piece of content here. So if it was a before and after shot, or I wanted to bring them back to the category page or the home page, I just go ahead and select that and then add a link. So now my link's inside. I've got my buy now button. It looks like a pretty decent little review in place here. I think I'm happy with it. What I want to do now is add some related tags before posting to the public, and the tags are a way for the public to be able to navigate to different sections of your website. It's a great feature for the search engines to be able to navigate through your website and to realize really what each piece of content you're distributing is all about. I've got pre-written tags here as well. We'll review those. And then click on add. Each tag is separated with comma, so it's just tag 1, comma, tag 2, and that's how we input our tags. There's no need for a hashtag in front of your tags. It's just simply the word itself. So I've got everything that I think, you know, could be related to my specific category. each time that you put a piece of content, you're always going to want to put your name as the final tag so that every piece of content is kind of attached to each other based on your name. You are the author, so you want to take full advantage of that. So again, that's a quick tip. Make sure that your first and last name is the last tag on each piece of content, whether that's video, an article submission inside your distributor blog, or anywhere else that you're going to be distributing content on the internet. So I put the new you. It's a supplement. It's there to recover. It's a patented formula, lean muscle, sleep quality. So just a couple tags that are really general and related to the product. You don't want to be spammy, like I said, putting new you, new you, new you, new you over and over again, because it may not get the credibility that it deserves. So once everything's in place, we've got our title, we've got our content. We want to maybe take a look at the preview, see what that's going to look like when it's been published to the world. And if we're like the visual that we're seeing now, this is exactly what the prospect is going to have a look at. Oh, I like it. Okay, so we got some bold, we got some links in there. I've got my product and then the big buy now button. It'll take them back to the distributor website. As you can see here, it takes them right directly into the distributor website where they can check out on that product review that you just gave the prospect. And now I have the ability of actually ranking and getting this piece of content out into Google's search index and ranking for new you supplement for It Works. What I'm going to do is I'm all happy with that. I love the layout. Click on publish, and then it'll be available to the world. And keep them going. I highly recommend posting 1 to 2 blog posts a week, and a great place to start is individual posts and reviews on every one of your products. How about a review on Mark Pentecost, the CEO himself? What about a review of 2012 in business, 2013 in business? There's lots of places to start. A great addition to these blog posts is video embedding. If you actually want to embed a video, instead of going through the entire process of grabbing code and trying to figure out what video to share. So for example, if you're over here on the It Works Global video site and you want to embed this video, what you would do is you would just navigate to the video that you want to embed, and rather than trying to find the share and the code, you just take the address of the website right here and select the little magic icon and select the media element and then get a video on the bottom right here. That'll be able to pull up a window where you simply paste in your video's address into the blank field. Once it's been submitted, again, that's just the video's web address. You want to copy that and paste that into the video blank field here. Click on save, and that'll be now imported into my blog post. So if I click on preview, I should have the Mike's little video up on the top. I'll embed it nice and neat inside of my blog post. So video embedding is just a click away. Insert video from the address bar rather than fussing with the HTML, and so you guys can really produce some really great blog posts with zero HTML experience. So again, recommend highly that you get into that blogosphere, start posting, get that content out there, show that you're a leader, put the videos, put yourself out there in videos front and center. Make sure that you have that call to action on the bottom of every one of your posts, whether it's a buy now button, join now button, add to cart, like my stuff, whatever the case may be. We're putting the content out there to get that call to action and make sure that you're building your business. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next one.